Dr. Brathwaite, I'm going to pose this very same question I posed to Dr. Hinds. We are in an unprecedented situation here in the sense that the rules initially were designed for opposition senators. However, they have been chosen by the president this time around for the first time ever. And would you be fitting into this slate of an independent senator or an opposition senator? How do you see yourself in this role?
I see myself fitting into the role of a senator who brings to the table constructive analysis of challenges, who can identify opportunities, and who can do all in my power to promote the development of Barbados. In my role, I hope to bring to the table almost 50 years of experience in management, in agriculture, in food security, and in diplomacy. And in that context, I hope that given the challenging situation in which Barbados finds itself at the moment, where we are confronted by a global reality that these are in fact turbulent times, where the world faces the challenges of a pandemic, the challenges of a war, the challenges of climate change, that we'll be able to fashion a way forward for Barbados that allows us to build resilience, to develop more social equity in our country, and to be able to define Barbados as a leading country among the small island developing states. And so I see my role in a broad context, that I am there to help Barbados define a new way of doing business with respect to accountability, transparency, commitment to performance, and developing sustainable solutions. That's my understanding of what the role is. And therefore, I thank you for your question.
Okay. But do you see any delineation between the 7 independent senators and these 2 new senators, now yourself and is there any delineation in that sense?
Since I'm not in the Senate yet, I hope to be soon. I'm not in a position to comment or define the delineation or the marks or the structure of how we shall proceed. What I do know is that as far as I'm concerned, I'll be a voice for reason, a voice to critically analyze the issues that are brought to me and to do everything that I can in the interest of the people of Barbados.
Okay. Well, I happen to know you have a very heavy interest in agriculture. What would be, among the legislations coming up, and as you mentioned, cost of living is one of the things that we have to tackle. What would be your special interest within the Senate?
Well, if I'm given a special interest, of course, one of the things that I would wish to champion is food security. Because, as you know, we are a very food insecure nation. We import almost 75% of what we consume. And that is not a good place to be. We should be producing more of what we consume in order to make us less dependent on external supplies, which drains our foreign exchange, and also to give us that sense of independence. We're not dependent on other people to feed us. That, to me, is one of the things that we must address as Barbados develops, as Barbados becomes more of a sense of a republic, as Barbados becomes a sovereign nation among the nations of the world. We must do better in terms of our food security, because at the end of the day, he who feeds you can manipulate you. Whereas if you produce your own food, you support your own people, you support your own farmers, and you have a sense of dignity. And that sense of dignity is very important, that you are in fact standing on your own 2 feet as a sovereign nation among the nations of the world. That is a very important concept as far as I'm concerned.